Good times.
Hey girls, how are you? Oh, you guys look so nice. Let me get you off mute so we can. Oh, what's up, girls? Hey Mara, how are you? Of course, Mara's always going to be on mute. Sabi lang, no?
Good morning, Mara.
Hi, good morning. How does it sound?
It sounds better. Just louder though. Yeah, much louder.
Hello.
I have to put it louder. I don't know.
With the DJ headset. Love it.
Yeah, the whole thing, the shades like an AM DJ. I love it.
You're listening
I
to
hate
Magic
you,
89.9.
Boy, make it louder. Huh?
There is no louder. She just has to have it closer to her.
Like
I think
this.
both of you need to be louder. To be honest.
Like
Can you hear it
this?
now?
Hello.
Is there something on the microphone itself? This is one of those ones where it's fine to do because we're on holiday mode, so we can troubleshoot this on air.
Tweak.
Oh, Bam's gonna be here in a second. Yeah, there he is. He's coming in. Yeah, mic check.
Mic check. You're
Mic
listening.
check 1, 2. Hindi siya nakafocus right. Direct siya sa
Yeah, where's it
laptop.
plugged into? Is it plugged in straight to the laptop?
Yes.
Huh.
Oh, because yung sa akin, I would put it like close to me. Mara, there's a setting that says front and back. So what I usually do,
It's on front. Yeah. It's on
Is that
front.
the front? Baka naman that's the back. Kaya nga.
I'm like guessing it already.
No, flip it around. Flip it. Talk on the other side. Let's see if make sure that that's the front.
How about now? Is this the front? No, the other one is the front.
Yeah, I think the other one is the front.
Okay. Bam.
Is it, you know what? It might be just the microphone volume on your sound setting that needs a little bit of a bump up.
Oh my God.
It's okay. Better to do it now than when we were a regular program, everybody.
Yeah, it's really just for an audio.
Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
We got a couple days away here as we wrap up 24. You didn't, yeah, that's what I'm saying on Windows. If maybe it's like a Windows setting, if you go to your sound, there might be just like a microphone input volume that you might want to try. So go. What kind of is that? Is that a PC or is that a Mac? What are you working with there?
This is Asus ZenBook 14, which oddly enough, the old mic doesn't work with this laptop.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that'll
that. Do. That's at least it's working.
Yeah, at least this one's working, but I think this laptop also there's something off with it. I'll check the audio. Hi everyone.
Everybody, how are you? I'm trying to see if there is a microphone setting thing here. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
The probably, I mean, if anybody who actually really knows computers can, hindi yung mga feeling lang guys, like yung mga like home tech people, if you can send a message on how maybe we can get the volume up a little, and I really think it's just a volume thing. So, Bam's here. Oh, there's Bam. Speaking of yung totoong tech guys, like true geeks of the trade. Bam, would you consider yourself nerd level when it comes to tech stuff?
Yes. I am absolutely nerd level.
How do we get Mara's volume up? Is it a settings there on?
Yes.
Okay. So control panel.
Yeah.
Sound. Okay. So this is from our. I think this is from Direct. Control panel, sound, recording, and then double on your mic model. What do you mean? Double click on your mic model? Is that what that means?
Is her volume low or wala siyang sound at all?
No, just low lang. I mean, Mara, 1 2 mic check 1 2 1 2.
Okay, then you're listening to Magic 89.9.
Yung totoong boses mo, wag mo na
What exactly that sound?
It's like, that's not even your speaking voice.
It's the same.
Don't you love yung mga sound technician? Check.
One,
and then how they pronounce the number 2, right? Two.
That's the professional way.
I know. There's probably like a treble or a high there.
Yeah. yeah.
But,
Achieve
No,
that.
Mara, kung may sound siya pero wala lang volume, you have to go sa settings ng Zoom.
That's right. You can do
So
that.
you go to settings of Zoom and then meron dun audio.
Audio.
And then sa audio, may mic volume dun. Put it all the way up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put
And I
it
just wanna
all
make sure
the way. How about that?
Yeah. No, much better. Yeah.
Ire-request ko rin yung Magic Tech Manila to put me on the screen, please.
Oh, that's right. It would be nice to have Bam there so he's not just a ghost.
Yon.
Yep. There we go. Hey, Bam, what's up? Happy New Year to you as well, sir.
Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year, Mo, Mara, Karylle, and everybody on playback at mga nakikinig sa atin. Magandang araw. I was actually in Marawi yesterday.
Wow.
Ooh, how are things there?
Yeah.
So I visited, the former governor there, si Soraya Alonto Adjong, passed away. So I visited her wake, and I was just there for the day and met some old friends in Lanao del Sur and Marawi. And it's interesting kasi yung last time ko sa Kapitolyo was a few days before the Marawi siege.
Wow.
So I was there many years ago, a few days before the siege. And then nagka-siege a few days later. And then yung mga kasama ko sa picture, kasi we opened up the negosyo center there, kami yung pinagbintangan na may kagagawan sa Marawi siege. Okay? So this was the time na natawag akong terorista for the first time in my
I was
life.
saying, really? Wow, okay.
Yeah. This is during the Duterte administration by former Secretary Aguirre. Sobrang wild ni Secretary Aguirre. He was fired by President Duterte. So ganun siya ka-wild, okay? So this guy called us out, and when I went to the wake, syempre maraming tao doon, may mga tao na who would come up to me, ladies, no? And they would say, Senator, nandito ka the last time. Ako yung kasama mo sa negosyo center. Tayo yung pinagkamalang terorista. Sabi ganyan sa akin.
So, apektado din sila.
Yes. So, but you know,
Wow.
I found it so interesting na yung mga Pinoy parang can make, I guess, light of a situation that has come from the past. You know, of course, apektado kaming lahat during that time. To be called a terrorist and you're in the Senate was a huge deal. And sila rin, no? Tinawag rin sila terorista nung time na yon.
Wow.
But at least 3 or 4 came up and said, ako yung sa kaliwa mo, nagpa-picture tayo. Yeah, ako nga yung tinawag nilang terrorist. Ako rin, ganyan, no? So, you know, I just found it so interesting that we could talk about it in that way. But ganun lang talaga ka-wild yung mga panahong yun. You know, sana hindi na tayo bumalik sa mga panahong yan, di ba? And we opened up the negosyo center there. And, you know, the head of the negosyo center, she was there. She said, alam mo, Senator, nagka-siege, nagka-pandemic, ang rami na nangyari, pero yung negosyo center natin, bukas pa rin,
Intact.
namin pa rin
Good.
natutulungan, which I found so gratifying and satisfying na buhay pa rin yung negosyo center na nandun. So, to all of the friends there, especially the Alonto Adjong family, magandang araw. I hope you're watching all the way in Lanao del Sur and Marawi. Balikan lang yon, just a quick flight. Going there and coming back.
So they're able to rebuild. They're doing good.
Well, they've been rebuilding. Ako, if you ask me, medyo matagal talaga yung rebuilding process nila. No, I mean, we've had Tacloban and of course Yolanda. We've had the Bohol earthquake. We've had areas which are affected by intense disaster. Of course, ito is a siege. No, it's basically war, di ba? Pero yung from the time na natapos yung gera, natapos yung putukan, all the way till the rehabilitation, it did take a long time. So tuloy-tuloy pa rin sila. But you know, when I was there yesterday, parang life is back to normal and life goes on, kumbaga. And that's one of the, I guess, best things about being a Filipino. But of course, at the same time, I don't want to say the R word. I know people say don't say the R word anymore. Pero even with that, you'd wish na yung tulong sa kanila would come much faster and the rebuilding can come much faster also. So that's my quick trip to Marawi yesterday. Flew in to Cagayan de Oro, 2.5 hours to Marawi, stayed there for a few hours, then flew back at night. And here I am with all of you here at Magic.
You're on a vacation.
Ito pa yung mga nangyari sa buhay ko, guys. So dapat nasa La Union ako ngayon. I should be in La Union with my family. But my youngest daughter got sick. Nagka-dengue, si Coco.
Oh my God, really? Wow.
Yeah, and So we weren't able to go nung unang araw. Parang matamlay lang siya. Okay, siguro matamlay lang the flu. But yesterday, my wife brought her kasi sabi nung pedya, parang matagal na to
Buti na
And
lang.
Nag-positive siya for dengue but she's already on the recovery stage kasi
Okay.
ano na siya she's up and about already and she has to take a lot of fluids kasi ang problema sa dengue is baka ma-dehydrate ka. So she's taking, so sabi namin, okay Coco, you have to drink 1 liter of this Pedja Light, you know, or
Yeah.
else baka ma-admit tayo sa ospital. Okay? And at 6 years old, she understood the assignment. Dude, talagang ininom niya yung Pedja Light. Talagang parang 500 milliliters, ininom niyang ganyan, no? Kasi takot din
What a
siya na ma-hospital.
trooper.
Super trooper talaga.
You're
And
gonna have to sing with her Defying Gravity.
oh my gosh, that would be a dream come true, Karylle. If she would get to sing with you. But she's okay. Tulog pa sila sa taas, no? And you know, medyo eventful itong aming Christmas break. But she's good. We're good. Everybody's getting sick here in my family.
Yeah, speaking of everyone getting sick, have you guys gotten all of the common but serious stuff that we experience here? I mean, I'm assuming we've all got COVID at some point. Yes? Yeah, okay. Have you guys all got dengue? I have yet to get dengue. Have any of you guys?
Ako rin.
Oh, I had dengue when I was mga 7 years old or 8 years
Knocking
old.
on the
Okay.
wood.
Yeah. But
Okay.
alam mo, yung dengue noon, hindi ko alam baka may mga doktor sa playback dito. But hindi ba parang yung dengue noon, we would just like go through it and then tapos na? But now, parang kailangan talaga may real option to go to the hospital para mag-IV ka and all of that. Parang when I was much younger, I don't know, maybe this is an 80s, 90s thing na yung mga sakit noon parang di mo lang masyadong pinapansin, di ba? But when I was younger, I had dengue and wala lang. I stayed at
Like
home.
the torn ACL, right? Never heard of that in the 80s. Now every player has it.
As a
It's
torn ACL, di ba?
Yeah, the torn ACL. But in the 80s, I think all the players played with it, not knowing really what it was. Okay, so dengue I haven't had. Okay, I had the hepatitis. Check for me.
No.
For me, no. K hepa.
No.
Mara, no hepa.
It's like that. We've really been sick for like the flu, COVID. It's like
Mara, you have the worst luck. The worst luck with audio. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. How about typhoid?
No.
No, really? Okay, I've had that.
Ito,
Wala na.
bulate. Nagkabulate na ba kayo?
Oh, no. I already, I'm not.
Yeah.
Dude,
Mara,
hindi ko maintindihan si Mara.
Mara,
Si
you're
Mara's like,
yeah. No, can't. Maybe
yun.
I think
Yeah.
down with the volume.
Yeah, down with the volume.
Put your volume down. Maybe it might be like it's
Or the
it's,
distance. Or both.
yeah. Okay.
Bulate, Mo Twister, hindi pa?
Bulate, no. And of all of the ones I just named, parang feeling ko I want all of the other ones except I don't want bulate. Like that's what I don't want. Have you gotten it?
Kumbantring.
Bulate.
I refuse to answer.
Wait, Mara, I'm sure you've had a bulate. You seem like a 3-time champ. Wait.
Di ba? Mas naintindihan niyo yun?
Haba. Haba nun ah.
Okay, Mara, mic check. Come on, let's see if it works now.
How about now? Can you hear it? Like
I-
this.
There. That's the distance.
But that's the
Little bit.
distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bulate. I knew because
Oh my
and then I told
god.
my mom.
Oh my god. I can't hear a thing. Okay, never mind. But Bam, you've had it.
No.
Okay. Chicken pox. Everybody's had chicken.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a whole parang trend online showing yung parang bakuna marks natin na yun daw yung sign ng kung taga saan yung tao.
Bakit?
Kasi third world daw yung malaking bakunang gano'n. I don't know. I saw it on Instagram somewhere. But it wasn't about Filipinos. It was about other countries. So parang
You know what though, like because I live here in the US, and when you talk to non-Filipinos and I say some of these things that I have, like for example, I've had this cough now for 3 weeks, and
Oh
I'm like,
my
gosh,
gosh, pacheck mo na yan.
I know, and I feel like, gosh, I feel like I have tuberculosis, and they're like, what's that? And like, oh yeah, you don't get it. You don't get it. You're not from, you know, they don't know what dengue is. They don't know what
Walang
typhoid is.
TB sa Amerika?
Yeah, well, I mean, they did, but back in like the Wyatt Earp days, you know, like Western days, like that's the last time TB existed in America. Pero sa atin, like we could still kind of get it.
They had a term for TB, di ba? Wasn't it consumption? Parang sa mga, they used to call it, let me check. They used to call it consumption, di ba? Parang sa mga old Western, oh, she died of the consumption.
Oh, really? I don't know. I always
Let me check. Is it consumption?
Oh, really?
Sounds like a positive thing.
Yeah, it was called consumption in the early 20th century. Tuberculosis.
What a weird name for a cough that doesn't go away. But okay, today's the 30th, and it's two big days. Number one, it's LeBron's birthday for all of you LeBron fans, but it's also Rizal Day today, right?
Yes!
Yeah.
Let's go, Rizal.
Yeah. So what? Okay, help me
Rizal
with
and
my
the king.
help me with my history, Kay Bam. Is it his birthday? Is it his death anniversary? What is an actual day today?
It's Rizal's public execution.
Okay, so it's
And I
wow.
double checked.
just to make sure. What about
Alam ko
birthday?
execution, but I had to check. Rizal's public execution, December 30, 1896, which enraged and united the Filipinos to make a permanent retention of power by Spain impossible. That's on Britannica.com.
Okay, Bam, how do you feel about his ranking with heroism, herodom, whatever it's called? You know, he is, I guess, right, regarded as our national hero, number one on the list. Do you think that is, after all the years that have gone by and all the research and all, just kind of as we've modernized and stuff, is it still warranted? It's such a controversial question to ask, right? But is it still, yes, he should be top of the top?
Well, ito kasi, di ba? So, the decision to make Rizal our national hero was done during the American times, di ba? That's basically what people understand now. And ang sinasabi ng mga tao, it was done that way, hindi si Bonifacio, because Bonifacio, if he was made the national hero, parang that would support people having an uprising against the foreign powers. And we were still under a foreign power during that time, although towards liberation already, di ba? Ako, honestly, we can have that debate, but we can love them. We can love both of them in the same way. In the same way na it doesn't have to be Bonifacio versus Aguinaldo. Parang Aguinaldo had his place. Bonifacio definitely had a bigger role in their Spanish Revolution. And of course, things got a little weird. I mean, di ba ang nangyari dyan, si Aguinaldo nag-trial si Bonifacio and Aguinaldo's group had Bonifacio executed. I mean, that's a dark, if you think about it, it's a very dark part of our history, di ba? Pero everybody had their place. Now ako, I will look at Rizal in a special way because he did inspire Bonifacio. He did inspire Aguinaldo. He inspired everyone to come out with his books, diba? With his writing. And parang there's something poetic to that, na it was because of his writings that people were inspired to think bigger than ourselves, diba? That we could aspire to be bigger than ourselves, which is basically an independent country. So this week, lumabas yung MMFF, diba? I haven't watched Kingdom. I do want to watch it. But kinuwento na sa akin nung kasama ko kahapon kasi syempre long plane ride. And si Kingdom, which stars Bossing and Piolo, basically imagines a Philippines na hindi na colonize. Diba? And if you think about it, no, the colonization of the Spanish na 300 years, ang laking epekto niya sa atin, sa mentality ng mga Pinoy, sa self-esteem natin, all of the wars that came after that, ang laki ng epekto. And you needed a Rizal to write, to inspire, to help people dream bigger than what we had at that time, diba? And that's why I think Rizal will always have a special place in my heart, no, pagdating sa mga heroes natin.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's
Ikaw, hindi ka ba mas Bonifacio guy ka ba?
I think it's funny because I'm doing the thing that I hate, which is making a competition that should not exist. And I've fallen to my own trap where I say we don't need to always have to have that. So I think when you said it as there's a place for all of them, that's. I was just having this conversation with a friend of mine regarding occupation and colonialism and all that, and it was. We don't have to hate the history because it has a place in shaping who we are today. I get that some people sometimes get angry at the past. Like when I went to Spain and I went to Madrid for the first time and I walk around I'm like, oh my God, like it's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling like, God, you guys were here. You guys were in our country for so long. And I look around and it reminds me of home, but it also is kind of makes you a little angry. But I'm like, okay, but that wasn't my time. And I should just embrace history for whatever happened got us to where we are today. Yeah. And we should find some level of okayness with that. Like we should be okay with it because we are who we are today because of that history, no matter how ugly and no matter how great it was. So, having that mindset, I can go, okay, we don't have to compete. They can all exist, have their moment, have their place, and all be instrumental to who we are today.
I guess kasi yung si Rizal being our national hero, like the preeminent national hero, he's really placed kasi on a different level.
Yeah,
diba?
You're right.
I guess that creates the controversy. Pero siguro as time goes on, we can just look at them in their own light, diba? And yung isa ring nalaman ko through the years is ang rami ring local heroes na hindi natin pinag-uusapan.
Sure.
So, there's this, of course, I forget her name. Pero there's this lady in Samar na parang siya yung nag-head ng revolution in Samar. And she was a woman. She was like a folk hero there. And pag pupunta ka sa Samar, siya yung pinag-uusapan ng mga tao. And yung mga ganyan, di natin na pag-uusapan. We only talk about, maybe the top 5 would be Rizal, Bonifacio, Luna, Del Pilar, Mabini. Parang that's it, di ba?
Yeah.
But marami pa. Napakarami pa. Yeah, there were so many other people who fought for our independence during that time, di ba? Hindi natin na pag-uusapan.
Let's see. New Year's, one thing I kind of wanted to bring up as we kind of close out the year. Could you say that this was an incredible year? All of you guys, all 4 of us. Would we, in summary, go, man, 24 was awesome?
You're preempting our Instagram post. Kidding. I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was there an Instagram post?
No. You're supposed to like a summary of your year.
Yeah, exactly. This is the radio version of our summary of the year. Would you consider 24 an amazing year for you? Myra, I'll ask you first. What do you think?
May na ba yung mic ko? Pwede na sumali?
Oh!
What you do?
Let's try.
Oh,
Let's give it again.
How about now? Okay. So this year, yes, because I applied what I learned last year and I applied it this year. So I think this was a pretty good year. And this is the year that I joined again. So I consider that a big win, right? So I love this year.
Aww.
What about you, Kay? Award winner, Kay. Racking up hardware this year.
Thank you. I was writing about it last night. And as I was listening to some classical music, it's my new thing. I've been listening
Having
to
a cigar.
No, I've been listening to orchestral music. Siguro kasi the time in Singapore is so nice because I get to walk around. And I did this trippy thing where I'm like listening to classical music. So parang galing pala. It's like good for writing mode. Kunwari typing, but I'm really writing with a pluma, like JR, Jose Rizal, our hero. So I was writing na I'm really happy finding my voice, just really exploring it and knowing what it is, what it sounds like, being comfortable hearing it. You know how you get cringy when you hear your own voice?
Yeah, oh my
Absolutely.
God.
Like,
Absolutely.
oh, that's me.
Every time I edit this show and I'll put it on the podcast and then I do the GTW edit, the very first time I hear my voice, I'm like, oh my God. And I just did it the other day. I'm like, it's not like hell. I absolutely get what you're saying.
Yeah, sometimes when El hears his own voice, he says, shut up. Actually, may mura pa yun somewhere in the middle. But shut up. Na ano siya dun sa cringiness of it. But I think I'm super grateful to all of I'm super grateful to all of you, just for making me comfortable hearing the good things I say, the not so good things I say, the silly things I say, but just exploring it, because I figured that through the years I've muted my voice and edited it so much, or mimicked certain things, gone with certain trends, tried to be more acceptable, palatable, that I just didn't know what do I think, what do I feel, how do I feel, diba? So this year's been about that, and I just kind of enjoy it. So thank you everyone.
Yeah,
it's a growing year.
Is it why do you think the case? Is it a venue? Is it this kind of venue, or more just all of your venues you've been able to do that, even on television?
I think everywhere, but maybe it was a conscious decision to do something different for my birthday, which is when I joined the show. And Case Drama came out January, and that was also a decision from last year. Na parang, let's try and not care if people listen or what, and just see, diba? Parang there's a freedom to not caring too much about what other people think, and then when they join in, then you kind of mold it how you like. So thank you to our purple and green hearts.
Oh yeah, Bam. I know the big moment for you is going to be first quarter next year. But this year, you recap all of your travels, at least for the past more than half year or more.
I joined in February, so tagal ka, dude. 10 months tayo dito.
Yeah, and you've been just traveling the country, like insane amount of travel that you've been doing. How'd you like 2024 for you?
Well, 2024, parang si Kano, it's this is like a preparatory year for me. You know, obviously next year is going to be the big year, and you know, Jan 6, parang sisimula ka na diyan talaga to ramp up. Then by February, the second week of February, that's the start of the campaign. And you have 90 days to convince people to vote for you.
Yeah.
So everything's preparatory. I mean, I started the middle of the year, yung survey ko at the middle of the year was really low. It was like, talagang ang baba. Like
Expected
20. 20.
Expected?
Expected because I haven't been in media for so long. I haven't been in the public eye for so long. It's been 5 years since I was in the Senate. So medyo matagal na yun, di ba?
Yeah.
But now I'm like right there. May mga ibang survey, pasok na ako. I'm right at the gilid now. And hindi pa tayo nagsisimula. We haven't even started. The volunteers haven't come out yet. My tarpaulins haven't come out yet, you know? So parang
Naka-standby na.
Naka-ready na, guys. Naka-ready na. So everything's parang preparatory for next year. But let me say this. One thing I found from this show is that I'm able to be myself. Kasi in politics, and this is similar to what Kay said, parang in politics, whatever you say, the press will probably, hindi naman twist it, but the press will reform it according to their narrative. Diba? On social media, dahil mainit yung social media, people will look at it in the way they want to look at it. Diba? But on this show, I'm able to speak as freely as I am, and you know, parang kung ano lang nasa isip ko, I can say it, and it's a very welcoming place, and I have to thank Good Times for that. And a lot of people do come up to me, ang sinasabi nila, oh Sen, alam mo, noon pag binabasa ko lang yung social media mo, di ko masyadong gets, pero pag nakikinig ako sa Good Times, talagang naintindihan kita or nakikita ko yung perspective mo. And that's really something that this show has really given to me. Unexpected, super unexpected tong being part of Good Times again for 2024. Kaya I have to thank Mo, Sam, Kay, Mara, Alex, and everybody on the show for giving me that space to just be myself and to talk about the country in a very open way. Kaya thank you guys. Kahit sa playback, kahit sometimes yung sinasabi ko, ayaw ng mga tao, gusto ng mga tao, okay lang. But it's coming from the heart, diba? So, you know, thank you for that. Kaya,
it's good to discuss these topics with an expert, diba? Like the political topics that we have been ignoring, or because we're overwhelmed, di natin masundan. So thank you for enlightening us.
Yeah,
and I learned so much because of you, actually.
Cringe ako ng slide sa expert, ah. Maybe,
Resource.
I guess it's somebody who's been there or somebody who's looked behind the scenes. So medyo iba yung pananaw mo. Like, obviously,
Pananaw, yeah.
if we ask about, theater or making movies or radio, the people here or podcast, the people here know so much, diba? So parang pag nagtanong, yung perspective mo, okay, I know how the sausage is made, diba? I know how it's made, kaya iba. So maybe it's the same way for politics. But I'm just like everybody else, no? In the sense na I'm also learning, I'm also experiencing things I'm also shocked by some of the things that we see. I'm also frustrated and angry at some of the things that we see. Pero, for next year, guys, ito yung mantra ko, okay? So, this came to me and I wrote it down and this came to me. This is my mantra for 2025. No fear, only faith. 2025. No fear, only faith.
Yeah.
Okay ba? Ayos ba? Ayos ba?
Yeah. No, I love it.
Walang takot. Tiwala lang.
Yeah.
Plus,
sorry, go okay. And then,
sorry, I was gonna say. Plus, you're ready because anywhere you go, you got your portable bidet.
Day. A portable bidet care of K.
kahit saan, pwede ka tumae.
Dude, pag ready na ako, gagamitin ko yon. Guys, galing kay Karylle to, guys. Kasama ko siya sa loob ng CR. Her memory is with me as I go inside the CR.
Pagpapicture kayo with this bidet.
Before and after.
Yeah.
Prepared.
I want to react to something that the both of you said regarding when you first said expert and then bam, you're like, okay, you cringe a little expert because you're trying to be humble, and I get it. But I think what's nice about all of us, really, and I'm gonna maybe include a compliment for myself, is when we are people in this industry and we've been here a long time, and maybe we are to a certain extent experts in our field, we also aren't BSing everybody though about it. The one thing that I've been saying about you, Bam, when you came back especially, is what we get a person who's been in the inside, who's been on the other side, the side that we don't see, but doesn't talk like a politician. You don't do the political obvious sellout lines and all of that.
Alam mo naman tayo.
Yeah. You speak your mind.
Yung ba yung line ng mga ano?
Usually it's like an inclusive.
Exactly. But I mean, and we get that from all of us. You get that from me. I'll tell you, this is maybe the ugly side of this business. This is what, goes on in this world. Mara, there's nobody else that we know who can tell us the ins and outs of really the gaming world the way that you have. Because man, you're right there. I had no clue. I always knew it was lucrative, but then you say it, and then you even say kind of the secrets, the industry secrets, maybe of that I know so many people want to know about. Kay, my goodness, I mean, you're in so many things, and to have your resource there, and I know you don't maybe badmouth things the way I do, but we still get a great insight on all of that. From you, and we get that from Lex, and of course we get that from Sam as well. And
pwede ba kitang purihin for once, Mo Twister? Kasi lagi mo akong pinupuri, lagi mo kami pinupuri. So let me just say na the level of craft on this show is talagang off the charts, guys. I mean, I've been in morning shows, I've been in news shows, I've been in talk shows. Pero Mo Twister, Sam O, these guys, they run this show like clockwork. And alam mo, wala kaming script dito. Sometimes we just text, these are the things I want to talk about, but that's it. And everyone says, oh, the show is so smooth. Ang ganda ng pagtakbo. That's all Mo Twister, guys. He basically runs the ship and he does it so well. And, whether we go to a caller, to a game, to a topic, it's all Mo here. So, mga kaibigan, wag natin kakalimutan ang galing ng aming kapitan dito, Mr. Mo Twister.
Okay.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Thank you.
It's just girl.
Just accept the compliment. Accept the compliment.
It's true.
Look at you,
When you
girl.
weren't here, ang gulo namin. Wala kaming straight path. We were jumping from one topic to another. When
Okay.
you went to Morocco, we
Okay,
were
dude.
so
Funny
gulo.
because Alex always reminds me how great it is when I'm gone. I was like, we got it. We had
Okay.
it.
Kung basketball team tayo, okay, so si Mo Twister yung point guard because he runs the show. He passes the ball, di ba? I come in once a week. So ako yung parang Steve Kerr. Yung parang specialist lang, di ba? Yung parang papasok lang kapag kailangan tapos aalis ka agad, di ba? Bench ka agad, di ba?
Yeah.
So Sam O, shooting guard?
No. I think Alex is that because Alex scores. You know, he's there to he's there to score
Okay.
points. You know.
Okay.
I think Sam is your defensive specialist. Like just
Oh,
there to
keeps you on track. Yeah,
Yeah,
keeps you on track.
Yeah,
Okay.
you fear the defender, right?
Uh-uh.
We fear a thing. Um,
The fear.
I think
oh
I
God.
think and then I think Kay's your small forward, versatile.
Yes. Does a lot of things.
Yeah, can do a lot of things. Can be very showy at the rim. And then Mara is okay. I would say Mara's your sixth man because what Mara is your volume off the bench. Like you
Okay.
need that person to just explode. And here comes Mara taking shots.
Gulatin mo
hitting-
sila. Ito na.
Volume
Yeah,
shooter.
yeah.
Volume
Right,
shooter,
right.
di ba? We need the
Just the-
points.
Right, the volume off the bench that's just going to score and score and score.
Okay, since I'm the tall guy here, ako na siguro yung stretch big.
Power forward.
Okay,
Yeah,
stretch
you're the
big.
power forward, right?
Di ba? Pero off the bench lang, malabertans. Alam mo yun yung para di
Yeah,
lagi
yeah.
naglalaro. Put him in, take a few shots, take him out.
Use up
Diba?
his 6 pounds and then and then take a no. I think that's a really good kind of analogy. But the one that I've been hearing also a lot is the Friends analogy. Who we are, which characters are we if we were on Friends? And I think yours was Ross.
Okay, I'll take Ross. Medyo nerdy. Ako na yun. Sige.
I think Phoebe was Mara.
I could see that.
Casey, Jennifer Aniston.
That's the
Smelly
one. I
cat.
don't know which one is Kay. Is Kay Monica or is Kay?
Parang si Sam ang mas Monica kasi she's always like, you know, it's time to read the ad. It's time to ganto. It's time to go to the song, di ba?
Right. She's Kay then Rachel.
I have the closet of Monica. Yung parang if you open the closet, it's like, wow! While the gulo is inside.
So, closet Monica. Okay.
Going through each one. So today it's this two and the ones in the bottom.
So wait, but would you agree you're Rachel or you think you're more Monica?
I don't know. I always
Depende sa gising.
I always loved Phoebe the most. And then she was a masseuse pa. I don't know.
I'll massage you. I can massage.
I can massage.
Now between the two of us, what I've read is, which is odd because, I hear that I'm Joey, but I always think that would be Alex, right? Because he's kind of a bit more
Correct. He's like
right? Yeah, more comic
how
relief.
you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But I think this was on Reddit or somebody threw it on ChatGPT and it decided who we were. And I was decided by AI that I was Joey.
Ross.
And that no,
Chandler.
that I was Joey.
Chandler.
Bam was- yeah. No, it was Alex that was Chandler. It was myself that was Joey, which was odd. Again, I found it to be odd. And Bam was Ross, which I think fits. And then Phoebe was Mara. And I think you were Rachel, if I wasn't mistaken. And Sam was Monica. That's how it kind of broke it down, AI wise. So I don't want to say I agree with the Joey thing. I'll take it.
Baka
Sure.
Ross ka. Like, he's a doctor, pero paleontologist siya. Pero pinagmamalaki niya siya si Dr. Ross. Di ba ikaw yung Philippine genius, yung mga ganyan.
Yeah, but I don't know. Okay,
I think you would also go berserk if somebody stole your sandwich.
Okay, so if I were Ross, then what is Bam then? Does Bam
Chandler.
then take the Chandler role?
I would take Chandler. Kung
Yeah.
hindi ako si Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he has mentioned some musicals. Di ba parang Chandler had that thing about he knows some some shows through a door. If you know it through a door, you know it too well. Mga ganyan.
Okay. I'll take
Deep
that.
cut yung Chandler in musicals. Di ko alam yun I think I missed that episode.
Musical. Di ba yung dad niya was like a performer?
Ah.
I think so.
Chandler, Ruth says Chandler was stuck at a musical. Anyway, either way, but if that's the analogy I get from us is, and people do message me this on IG. There's another one, but there's not that many of them, though there's so many of us, is that the TNT analyst group of Charles Barkley, Shaquille, Ernie, and Kenny, and they would always say Sam is the
Ernie.
Ernie Johnson of the group, always reminding us, everybody, calm down. You guys are overboard, all that stuff. So that was another one that I've been getting a lot. Okay, so we recap 24. You guys are essentially happy with how the year has turned out. What are the plans? Okay, you gave us the mantra, Bam. 25 is no fear. Is it no fear, all faith? Or
Only faith. No fear, only faith.
No fear,
I
only
like
faith.
that.
Love it, love it, love it. Mara, I'm assuming you've got a battle cry for next year as well. So, of some kind. What is
I really like what Bam said. No fear, only faith. Just because I was asked this before a long time ago, and it's like that quote: if you weren't gonna fail, what would you do? If there's no failure, what would you try to pursue? So this year I've been saying I wanted to do like a podcast or like a vlog. I want to do something like that this year. Like that thing, the mindful living. Maybe I'll do that this year. And maybe some career change. I don't know, but I feel like next year is going to be lots of changes. And because I applied what I learned last year, this year, like more about focusing on self. And this year was like the start of that. Next year, I think, is the next step for that. I went past I did the getting to know yourself, studying yourself, and then trying it out this year. The next year is like pushing yourself to the limits. That's why I really like what Bam said. No fear, only faith. I love it.
Just always ascending. Mara going from year to year. Yeah.
Cool.
Kay, what are you looking for? I mean, for someone
Gosh,
who
I'm not ready
so
for
much-
our essay.
Okay, no, but fine. It doesn't have to be. Listen, it doesn't have to be romantic. But are you scared? Are you scared that you did so many things in 24 that do you ever worry that, gosh, how can I top this? I thought you've had a great year.
Thank you. And I mean, it was a crazy year. Like when I heard the word dragon, I was like, I wonder what's gonna happen. You know how dragons are like,
Yeah.
Dracarys. So I was like, feeling ko if ever there would be an energy, parang the dragon energy. I felt that. That was a lot. That parang if you weren't ready, things wouldn't go your way, but things really happen and in like that fire breathing way.
Yeah.
So I think for me, because this year was a lot about healing the inner child, etc., it did cause some chaos in my life, but also brought about so much love into siguro hurt or dark places. And another thing that I found out, and I shared this in my podcast, Case Drama, listen to it, is that, di ba we reminisced a lot here on the show, and I love that because it meant that the inner child was healed. Like she's just bringing out all the happy memories, no longer hating the 80s, because that was me before. I hated the 80s. The 80s, dark time in my life. So I think I would love to share that with people, that part of my journey, because it's been an ongoing, rather frustrating journey of healing, and then you're still not okay. Parang it's not automatic. It's not one of those things that you did it once, you did a healing thing once, and then it's done. Di, paulit-ulit siya, and it's so frustrating. And I feel like this year, a lot of those spaces in my brain, maybe, yung parang kino-compartmentalize mo, tas traumatized siya, so you just forget the whole section. Sam always says, I forget that part of my life.
I kind of envy her sometimes. Like we make fun of how she never remembers anything, and then you kind of get envious of, oh my gosh, I would like to.
Yeah, but I feel like the memories are coming back and they're rushing back because those parts are okay na. Parang I didn't have to feel that it was a traumatized compartment in my brain or in my heart, whatever. So I think, I'm not particularly afraid of the future or the present, but I feel like I'm happy to be growing a lot. I love that maybe because I was in Singapore, I found out that I love writing so much so that in the Writers Festival, I wanted to cry. So happy. So I'm also finding that a lot of parts of nature gives us magical moments. I love that. I'm finally seeing that because I'm taking stock.
One thing I learned about for just even my own life because of you, like individually, like directly you, is the ability to overcome tragedy it doesn't necessarily mean you're okay, but that you can function. Like you functioned this year amazingly in the face of tragedy. While I always thought that I would never be able to do that. And when I have faced my own level of kind of either tragedy or really, really bad incidents, I shut down and I have a very hard time getting over that. I really dwell in a dark place. And then I saw you this year go through it. I'm like, oh my God, how did she do that? And that was very kind of, I don't want to use the word inspiring because it was a bad time for you, but it was like, wow, she was a warrior through that. And I hope I have that strength the next time something, you know.
Well, it was having all of you around. I mean, yeah. I mean, for those who didn't know, it was just because we just kept doing the show in like the saddest parts of my life this year. But yeah, I think together we could ask for help. Is the good thing about this room, this thing that we've created. So yeah.
But again, I can relate to that too, though. Like if you see some of the posts that I would do on Instagram, every time we talk, I talk about you guys. I always talk about where would I be this year if not for you guys. We've had so many people come through the show through the years, but honestly, this year, this group, when I talk about this group, I don't talk about our successes. I talk about it personally. I say, how could I have overcome this year if not for you guys? And we don't have pep talks on the side, right? I mean, okay, we've never had a life talk on the side. Never had a crying session. We've never had a soul shoulder to cry on type of thing. I never called you one-on-one and talked about your father, and neither have you called me and said, hey, you know, it was all indirect, and it was all just being there daily, which was amazing. And there's Alex. Alex is in Japan, and he has joined the chat room there.
The chat?
Yeah, there's Alex
Hi,
right there.
Alex.
Uy, Alex.
Yeah. So even that, I mean, again, it's almost poetic how that happened. Like to say how you guys are just there all the time. It doesn't have to be direct. It can be indirect, and it's so special. But here comes Alex in Japan, says, hey guys, I'm here in Japan. Hello, everybody.
In Osaka, no? Osaka, Japan. Food tripping.
Sobrang lamig daw dyan ngayon. Sobrang lamig.
And then Alex is like, I woke up lang kasi somebody whispered, huy, gumising ka pa.
That's also what I've been saying about the show, how the show is also like, this community is like another tribe. And we belong to this tribe. And it helps us with our mental flexibility, you know, having this support system. And I think that's what you were saying, Kay, like your learnings this year, like you were mentally flexible to be able to adapt to any situation thrown at you. And still you were able to find success and heal that inner child, because we're all healing that inner child. Sometimes we don't realize the things that we encounter. Is that really what's happening now? Or is that my inner child coming out and having all these emotions from that memory, right? So that's such a great growth that we all have this year. I really love this group.
And you know what? In terms of like how much I love you guys, like for example, BAM, election coming up next year. I am so invested in this. Like I feel like I'm running. You know, it is such a big deal for me personally. And it is, I think about it a lot. And then when I see you here on the show, and I know when you're hitting your big stretch 4 threes, when we need that to come back and you're here, I'm so intensely invested in this. Alex has a big project coming up next month. I'm so intensely invested in this project that he has. When Kay has a new episode and it drops, I can't stop cross-plugging it here because I'm so intensely invested in her project. This is also a first for me, that I care so much about not my work, but your work, all of you guys. Especially like, you know, just all of it. Like when Sam's got a big, you know, Korean star coming in, I get so really pumped up about it. When Mara was like, hey, I'm going to Saudi and then I'm going to go to, Indonesia for these thing events. I'm like, oh my God, these are the biggest events in her industry. And our girl's there, you know, and I'm so invested in that. I love this that I am just absolutely obsessed with all of your individual projects.
Friends.
Yeah.
Remember how you had such a hard time calling us your friends?
Yeah, relax. Hey, relax. Relax.
Look at you, girl.
Okay.
Look at your girl.
The word love.
Yeah.
End of the year naman eh. We're allowed some sentimentality at the end of the year, di
I
ba?
know. I'm just so happy. Yeah, I think he's going for Employee of the Week.
Oh.
He's going
That's
for
right.
Employee of the Year.
But I think that's also why I defend you guys so strongly when somebody talks a little smack. You know, I do. That's when I do get into my who took my sandwich. I get so like verbally violent at anybody who says anything bad about any of you guys because Alex says bayag are sensitive. That's true. They are very sensitive. But yeah, so I just thought it would be nice to say that we've been so mushy these past few weeks in holiday mode, no?
Yeah, well, it's a good thing.
Yeah. We'll get back to ruthlessness in January, guys.
We'll be back to sarcasm and ruthlessness next January. But for now, it's Thanksgiving. Thank you guys. Salamat. And pati rin sa mga nasa playback, thank you so much. Every time I go out, someone always comes up and says, Sen, I'm part of the... Hindi bayag. Yung bayag sometimes. Pero yung palagi yung I'm part of the listeners ng Good Times. I really enjoy listening to all of you. So, thank you guys. Salamat.
I think my goal for 25 is just to meet all of you guys. I've yet to meet Mara. Bam, we haven't seen each other in
years, decades.
Yes, decades probably. Yeah, we're probably into the decades mode. Alex, I've seen because he has visited here yearly. But prior to that, no recollection of ever meeting him. Sam, like I said, I mean, Sam and I, we were once in an elevator together, and I think I guessed it on her TV show a couple of years prior to that. And then Kay, God, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've met you.
Yeah, I was on your show. And I made you sumbong to my mom.
Exactly. I called her a word. I don't recall calling you this word. I don't recall saying that. Might have been hearsay. But but we probably don't even remember the interaction we had. So it's almost like I've never met you. So I think 25 is meet the team.
Yeah, we must fix our business model, prepare some live podcasts.
Yep.
In stadiums. Wow.
Stadiums.
I want Alex to pay for my dinner too one day. I want to hang out and watch him be so generous.
Oh, I know where I'm going to take you in Vegas. Catch. We're going to catch.
Oh, seafood. Love it. Okay. Oh, by the way, Bam, can I say this? Alex cannot stop. And he's here listening. Cannot stop talking about the gifts you got him for Christmas.
Yeah.
Cannot.
Sobrang love language ko yan, guys. Looking for a good gift. Pinag-isipan talaga natin yan.
Next year, all of our names are when we make you pick and everybody's gonna be there. Like all our names on one ticket. He is so happy about the gifts that he received from you. So
I hope pare ginagamit mo yung kasi it's mga vlogging equipment siya. So mic, gimbal, and he doesn't need the Jisoo life in Japan. Baka manigas siya dyan sa lamig, di ba? Pero ready na yan for next year, for the campaign.
I thought I saw him online with the thing you got him, the cam in Japan. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he's using it over there.
So kung yung mga vlog niya medyo mas smooth na dahil sa regalo ko yun. Kasi may 6-axis gimbal, whatever yun, di ba?
Wow.
Yeah. No, he was so happy. And kind of just showing us the little care package you gave him, which was, here he is. He couldn't resist, I guess. Maybe he's using it. Jumping in on the show here is Alex. Let's see if we can get him.
Wow, just exactly on the last minute.
Yeah, exactly. Just there it is.
Hi, Alex.
Ba't mukha kang refugee, pare? Ay, nasa ulo mo.
Pasensya na, pangit yung audio ko.
Okay lang.
Pasensya na.
That's the theme of the day here today.
Gusto ko na po sanang manawagan sa mga Pilipino dito sa Japan na naubos po yung budget ko. Kaya nandito po ako nagtatago sa isang kwarto.
Saan ka ba kumakain?
nadala po ako sa emosyon. Hindi ako nag-convert. Bili lang po ng bili. Na max out ko po yung credit card ko.
Oh my God.
At wala pong access ang GCash dito.
Uy,
Nagpasimula po ako
meron.
ng GoFundMe.
Wag.
GoFundMe. Pambili po sa ano
Hi,
ang
guys.
pangalan ng convenience store dyan na sikat? Family Mart ba? Yung convenience store dyan na sikat?
Oo, mag-egg sandwich.
Family
egg
Mart.
Sandwich.
Yun. Pambili po ng egg sandwich sa Family Mart. Diba?
Pero hindi naman first time in Japan, right? Or you've been in Japan before? Or is first time?
2018 sa Showtime, kasama ko si Dan Curtis, mahirap pa ako noon. Tapos 2020, bago mag-COVID, 1 month before COVID, parehong Tokyo. Tapos ngayon lang kami bumalik ulit. Ako sa Japan. Alam mo, ang gano, again, ang feeling ko na naman is, ito, mukhang sentimental naman tayo ngayong usapan, no? Lalong na pumapasok sa isip ko yung election kasi ang napansin ko sa Japan, hindi yung malalaman kung sino may yaman at mahirap dahil sa transport system nila. Ito pag hindi ka nag-train or nag-bus, parang sira. Pag nag-kotse ka, parang bakit ka nag-kotse?
Oo, exactly.
Ang ganda ng
Yeah.
transport system. Ito nasa isip ko, Senator Bam, sana ano lang, naisip ko, malamang hindi siya effect sa Pilipinas kasi sasabihin ng mga Pilipino, masyado kang mayaman ang nasa isip mo. Paano yung mga Pinoy na may hirap na walang kakayang mag-cashless? Kasi puro cashless dito. Tap ka ng card, tap ka ng Pagka may cash ka, parang magugulat sila. Sasabihin nila, mga Pilipino, hindi pa kaya yan. Dapat may perang hawak. Lahat naman ng mga Pilipino may cellphone na. So, naisip ko, kayang-kaya natin sana to sa tamang lang eh. Kasi ang sarap mag-train. Sobrang sarap mag-train.
Yeah.
Oo, yun. So, yun lang.
On time,
Yung transport
malinis.
system.
Di hamak mas mura compared sa taxi dyan or sa diba, sa Uber.
But is it true that what I see? Because I haven't been, I haven't been to Japan in a long time. But when I went there, it was for work. So there, there's a car and there's a service and all that stuff. But the pushing into the train though, is that
No.
real or is that
No,
just
no,
that's
no.
it's all
No,
social media
Hindi
nonsense?
to.
Pag rush hour lang yan.
Rush hour.
Or maybe not anymore kasi diba yung populasyon ng
Hindi na
Japan medyo pababa na rin
Wala ako
eh.
na-encounter. Wala ako na-encounter. Nagpunta ako bilhin mo from Osaka ko base, punta ako Tokyo, that parang ang layo is parang Ilocos Sur.
Yeah.
2 hours by bullet train.
Nice.
Tapos yung Hiroshima, parang Baguio, 1 hour and a half ang layo. So nakapunta ako sa mga ganun. Pero pagbalik, pag train mo may center, tapos pag-aaralan mo yung matututo ka, gumamit ng isip.
Para hindi ka
Tapos
mawala.
sobrang saya kasi parang meron siyang nailatag nila lahat. Tapos
Urban planning.
walang basurahan sa train kasi nga nagkaroon dati raw ng incident 1995 about this chemical bombing. Walang basurahan pero walang kalat.
Walang dumi.
So nakakaingit lang.
Pero to think after World War II, they were devastated.
Sobra.
So they rebuilt everything in the last 70 years, but all of that nakatayo na yan in the 80s, di ba? So within 30,
Sobra.
40 years nagawa nila yan, which gives us some hope. Gives us some
Yeah.
hope, di ba? Kung kaya nila,
So,
kaya rin
yun.
dapat natin yan, di ba?
Yun.
Super
Tapos
lamig,
nakita ko
pare. Super lamig
pumunta
daw.
ako sa Tokyo kahapon. May check ko na pumunta ako sa Tokyo kahapon para sa Shibuya Crossing. May nagraraling mga Pinoy.
Oh, about?
May. About BBM and Duterte. Mag-aaway.
Talaga?
Yes.
Japan? Oh my God.
Ano doon sila? Ano doon sila sa tabi ng Shibuya Crossing. Tumisigaw yung mga Pinoy na tapos nanonood yung mga foreigners, diba? Medyo saya lang kasi parang gano'n tayo mga Pinoy. Sana hindi na tayo ilabas yung baw natin doon. Kaya lang, promise.
Super sobrang lamig daw dyan, pare.
Sobra, yung ko nawala. Yung sa sobrang lamig. Lumiit lahat ang dapat lumiit.
Ikaw pa naman ang pinaka-head dyan, pare. Nawala.
Nawala yung tapang ko. Oo. Oo, hindi pa siya lumalabas ngayon. Kahit nagalit sa akin, sabi niya, saan mo ako sinala? I was a grown man.
Hindi ako sanay sa
Look at
gantong
me.
weather. Pan-tropical ako.
Oo.
I was just
Oo,
waiting.
yung-
I was waiting for Kay to do the. He should now. It's just like
Naalala ko nga si Kay dahil sabi ko, kahit ulo-ulo lang eh. Wala.
Alam ko kasi
Yung poster mo, wala?
Complete.
Ayun.
Talagang
inverted.
wala talaga. Oo. Sobrang nagulat yung edit ko talaga dito.
Have you been eating a lot? Have you been eating Wagyu?
Yes. Wagyu. Sobra. Kaya nga naubos pera ko.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna say that.
yung isang ito like madalas ako sa Japan with my wife kasi favorite place namin 'yan. Pero yung isang nakakalungkot, yung lungkot na lungkot ako is kapag kumakain tayo diyan, yung tuna na kinakain natin diyan pare, probably galing yan sa Pilipinas. Probably. Pero yan yung parts ng isda na hindi natin makakain dito. Kasi the
Yeah.
best parts of our fish goes to Japan.
Right.
Yung
Wow,
pinaka-prime, yung pinaka-best part. Diyan mo siya malalasahan. And ako, parang, for me, every time ako nakaka-guilty, kasi ang sakit di ba? Parang yung best part ng isda na galing sa Pilipinas, dapat para sa Pilipino. Hindi siya dapat para sa
Oo.
mga Hapon or ibang nationality, di ba? But,
It's like brain drain of fish.
di ba, we have to go there to eat the best part of our own fish. Parang ang sakit, di ba? Yun talaga,
Yung sakit
honestly.
talaga.
Lagi yun mabigat sa isipan ko every time ako na kumakain ng sashimi dyan, di ba? Kasi parang ang sarap
Oo,
kumain
kaya
ng
pag
sashimi
natinig ako dito,
ibang-iba.
sabi ko, this is the best part of tinik.
Wala ka ng cash pero ngayon kasi okay tayo dyan kasi maganda yung exchange rate, di ba? Ang baba ng
Ang
yen.
sobrang baba. Sobrang baba. Kino-compute ko talaga, magugulat ako kasi kala ko half eh. Ang
Pare,
10,000 isang lapad, akala ko 5,000. Nope.
it's
Mga
3, 3.5, di ba? Dude, guys, mas mahal pa mag-BGC ka. Mas mahal pa mag-BGC kaysa mag-Osaka. Huwag naman yung
Yes.
pinakamahal, pero yung mga good places sa Osaka compared to good
Yeah,
places sa
yeah.
Manila, mas mahal pa ang Metro Manila. I mean, can you imagine?
Address
di
the
ba?
food crisis.
Di ba?
So,
Ay, nako.
Sobra.
food can't be this expensive. It's just
Di ba?
not even.
Ang maganda sa Japan, you have to be, para mataga, para makita mo yung mga kainan ng ramen na authentic, yung Kobe beef na, alam mo, nagpunta ako sa Kobe, hindi na ako naghanap ng Kobe beef, beef na lang kasi nga Kobe na yun eh. Yung mga tanga.
Tama yan. Alam mo, pumunta akong China before.
Yeah.
Nasa Beijing ako. Sabi ko, can I have Peking duck? Oh, it's just called duck here. Sabi ko yan. Roast duck, not Peking duck. Di ba? Just duck.
Nakakaya pag nasa Kobe ka.
Pero pre, pag pumunta kang Vienna, huwag ka maghanap ng sausage doon kasi hindi ka bibigyan ng Vienna sausage sa Vienna.
Longganisa in vegan. Can I have vegan longganisa? Or if they're going to Cebu, like, can I have Cebu lechon? Lechon Cebu. And they'll be like, yeah, you're just, no, we're here.
It's just
You're fine.
lechon.
Namiss ko
It's
kayo
just
guys.
lechon, my friend.
Namiss ko kayo. Kasi 10 o'clock na dito eh. 1 hour ahead eh.
Labas na! Larga ka na pare. 10 o'clock na eh. Larga ka na, sayang araw mo.
Yes, side na katawan ko. Sumasabay, pride na lang umiiral sa akin. Puro lakad-lakad dito. Ang tight ng katawan ko.
Mag-stretching ka kasi.
Kay wag mong turuan ng isang 52 years old nang nararamdaman niya.
May pag-asa ang lahat ng tao. Kahit na
Sobrang sakit ng katawan ko.
Vaccine.
Yung talukap na mata ko hindi ko mabukas kanina umaga sa sobrang takit ng katawan ko.
Lakad.
Oo, sa sobrang dami ng lakad, pati yung talukap ng mata ko naapektuhan.
But dude, like Bam said it right. You do kind of have like a refugee look to you. There's like a yellow haze. You know, it'd be like you're almost like a news correspondent, but in a war. Like Alex Karylle from Ukraine, but you're actually in Japan, which is really funny. Yeah, but we miss you, man. When are you coming home?
At January 1, nandiyan na ako. Tapos January 2, sabot na ulit tayo ng radyo. Mag-podcast na tayo ulit mo.
Let's go.
Kami
This
na
weekend.
nag-direct lang. Ang
Yeah.
dami ko na sasalubong Pinoy dito. Ang dami ko na sasalubong na Pinoy dito. Ang sabi kagad sa akin, mag-podcast ka naman. Sabi ko, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, baby, mag-podcast ka naman. Yeah. But yeah, no, let's do that this weekend, and it'll be good to have you back. We'll be back tomorrow, by the way, everybody. So this isn't our last episode of the year or anything.
And tomorrow we have some of the people from Himala, Isang Himala, the musical, which is now a movie.
Yeah, we should also actually talk about
Yeah.
tomorrow. So we'll do that. All right. Anyway, so guys, we'll wrap it up here. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. We'll see you
Yes.
again tomorrow. Bam. Thanks for dropping by. I know we're in holiday mode, but even now you're still making yourself available. So thanks. Mara, congratulations on the new microphone. We will calibrate to that. Lex, all the way from Japan.
Okay to, Kojo ko, para maka-join ako kahit paano. Okay to.
Our audio is so bad collectively that this fits right in. So don't worry. Okay lang.
Okay lang.
Gamit mo ba yung bagong mic na binigay ng kaibigan mo, pare?
Hindi pa ako nagagamit ng DJ. Pero gamit na gamit.
Nako.
Gamit na gamit dito.
Siyempre, kailangan kong batiin, di ba? Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Merry
We'll see you
Christmas,
guys.
Happy New Year.
Tomorrow
Salamat
is
sa
the
gift mo,
countdown
Senator.
already.
Tomorrow's the countdown. Oh yes, tomorrow is the
Yes,
countdown.
tomorrow's the countdown. Sponge Cola will be in Bridgetown. So, yeah, if you're there, say hi. And my mom has a show as well. Where is her show?
Mas mukha pang nasa Japan Science si Kay eh.
Nakapagligpit.
Napaka-unfair ng buhay ang po.
Oh, and by the way, yeah, no, Sam went on a retreat today. That's why she's not here, but she'll be here tomorrow. So Sam will be here tomorrow. She was on a retreat today.
My mom is in Okada, so if you guys are there, watch her concert.
Okay.
Oo, tama.
Wear polka dots and get ready to jump.
All right. We'll see you guys. Bye. See you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Alex. Bye, Mara. Bye, Kay. Bye.
Good times. Good times.